Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 Korean BL series of all time. Picking my top 10 series and ranking them was quite difficult since there is a very limited pool of Korean BL series with good storylines to choose from. I often prefer series with longer episodes and a unique plot, which is something that is rarely seen in KBL. It was still fun making this video, and these are my final top 10 series that I ended up with, and I'm very pleased with them. Please do share your top 10 ranking with me in the comments so I can see your own personal favorites. I hope you will find this video interesting, and please remember to subscribe to the channel for additional content. Without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. Number 10. Sing My Crush. This series was adorable and really fun to watch. It wasn't really long, yet didn't seem rushed. The pacing felt just right with the 8 episodes effectively covering all necessary aspects. I also enjoyed being able to watch all the episodes at once. Korea has frequently been releasing all the episodes of their series at once, and I really enjoy that. I admired the couple's amount of physical displays of affection. They really did an excellent job portraying the characters, and I also thought the couple was very charming. This was so cute, I could not stop smiling whilst watching. It had solid writing and the actors were good. It was interesting throughout. This is one of the most cutest BL series about friends becoming lovers that I have thoroughly enjoyed and highly recommend watching it. The connection between them was excellent, making me smile the entire time. And the music was also nice to listen to. I totally enjoyed it. The series may not have been flawless, but I think it deserves to be included in the list of the best Korean BL series that I've watched. This series can be watched on iQIYI. Number 9. Love Class Season 2. I thought this would be a continuation of Love Class Season 1, but it turned out to be a whole new storyline, which left me feeling a bit confused in the first episode as I was expecting familiar faces. But as I continued watching, I found myself drawn into Season 2 even more than Season 1. What I also didn't expect was the representation of multiple couples in a Korean BL series, which does not happen often. I was happy to see that. I really liked all 3 couples, and I think they were cute and all had really good chemistry. While some aspects like Kimon's backstory could have been handled differently, I still found the series immensely enjoyable. The slightly longer episodes and the extended episode count compared to Season 1 allowed for deeper character development and a more immersive viewing experience. This is definitely on my list of top Korean BL series, and I recommend that you all watch it. Both seasons of the series are available on Viki and WetEV. Number 8. Blooming. I was highly impressed with the actors and how they were able to effectively convey the emotions of the characters. It made it feel real, and I could almost feel the emotions that they were experiencing. The quality of the cinematography was excellent, and I believe it played a significant role in setting this series apart when it was released. The storyline was so engaging that it held my attention from beginning to end. I also really appreciated their focus on the theme of insecurities, as this is something many people can relate to. It was refreshing to see a series that goes beyond just a typical romantic storyline, focusing mostly on the cute moments between the couple. This surprised me because even though the episodes were brief, I believe they were well done, as they managed to cover everything I believe was necessary without feeling incomplete. I often struggle with very short series, as they often feel very rushed, which makes it hard to really appreciate them, but Blooming really impressed me. It's been quite a while since I last seen any posts talking about this series, which is unexpected as I believe it's still as good as it was before and even better than many series that came after it. The series can be watched on iQIYI. Number 7. Light on Me. This is one of the most adorable Korean high school BL series that I've watched. I believe it was definitely worth watching. I never got bored and enjoyed every moment of it. The plot was also really interesting and engaging. Despite having 16 episodes, I never felt that the story was dragging. I enjoyed it all the way through and found the pacing to be quite good. With a storyline like this series had, it's easy for it to start feeling repetitive and very slow-paced, but that wasn't the case with Light on Me, at least in my opinion. Surprisingly, I liked the love triangle plot, but I do wish I could not predict who Woo Taekyung would end up with. That would have made it more intriguing. However, the couple was very adorable and the characters perfectly fit the roles. The ending was also really good. I couldn't imagine a better ending. This was definitely one of the best KBL series of 2021. Light on Me is available on Viki and WeTV. Number 6. Unintentional Love Story. I absolutely adore Korean BL series, despite the sporadic release schedule and their usual brevity that often leaves me wishing for more depth in the storytelling. So when Unintentional Love Story came along with its extended 10-episode run and longer episodes, I was really excited. The longer format truly allowed for a more immersive experience, enhancing the overall fun and engagement. The storyline was really good and different. There was also the slow pace with the story between the couple, and surprisingly enough, I enjoyed the slow pacing. The chemistry between the second couple made the series so much better. I love them together, and I am really excited for the upcoming spin-off. I would love to see a happy ending for them. This was easily one of the best KBL series in 2023, and I enjoyed it very much. I didn't expect it to be very good, but I somehow ended up falling in love with the story. The series can be watched on Iki. Number 5. Love for Love's Sake. I believe this series was the perfect way to kick off 2024. It was truly outstanding. The storyline of this Korean BL series is incredibly unique, beyond what I could have imagined. It isn't common for KBL series to have episodes with a lengthy runtime, so I was really happy with the length of the episodes. I found the actors to be very talented. They made the series very engaging, with no uncomfortable instances during the show. It was heartwarming seeing Cha Yeo-won develop feelings for Tae Myung-ha as we got to witness his adorable and cheerful demeanor, which contrasted greatly with his sad demeanor at the beginning. I was also interested in his gradual friendship with Chun Sang-won. I admired his character from the beginning, and I was pleased to see him bonding with everyone. Although the series was amazing, the ending is the sole reason I placed it at number 5 instead of it ranking higher. Episodes 1 to 6 had a good pacing, but I found the final 2 episodes to be too rushed, with the last episode in particular moving too quickly for my liking. I did not enjoy the final episode as much as I had hoped, and I believe it could have been better. The series still remains excellent despite that one flaw. I admire its uniqueness and look forward to seeing more fresh storylines in future Korean BL series. The series can be watched on Iki. Number 4. Cherry Blossoms After Winter. I believe that 2022 showcased some of the greatest BL series ever, and this was definitely one of them. I really like this series a lot and believe it is truly one of the greatest Korean BL series ever made. I found the story to be very interesting and it held my attention. I never got bored whilst watching it, which is something I often struggle with when it comes to KBL series. I enjoyed the speed at which it progressed. It was really good, but I just wish the episodes could have been longer. Another aspect that I value is the fact that the ending wasn't hastily executed. Typically in Korean BL series, the couple's relationship only unfolds in the final episode, and we barely witness their time as a couple, so I appreciated seeing their relationship phase before the final episode. The actors performed exceptionally well, and I believe they really made the series very interesting. Cherry Blossoms After Winter can be watched on Viki and WeTV. Number 3. To My Star. This is one of my all-time favorite BL series and one of the best Korean BL series in my opinion. I recall watching this series and immediately falling in love with it. I thought it was truly fantastic and better than most KBL series I had watched. I like how To My Star introduced a unique and fresh plot, and to this day, there hasn't been another series with a similar storyline. I enjoyed the different personalities of the characters as it made the series more interesting for me. I have to admit that I have watched the series numerous times, and I still enjoy it just as much as I did the first time I watched it. I was excited to learn that there would be a season 2 of the series in 2022. It was truly exciting. Typically, I struggle to finish the second seasons of BL series as they are often unnecessary or boring, but this was the first second season that I completed. After the series ended in 2022, I really expected to see other series with better second seasons to this day, but this is still my all-time favorite. I strongly suggest watching To My Star if you haven't already. I believe you will really enjoy it and think it's a really amazing series. If you would love to watch it, it can be watched on WeTV, Iki, and on Viki. Number 2. Semantic Error. I think we can all agree that this series set a new standard for Korean BL series from its release, up until today. This was a really good series when I first watched it and still is today, which says a lot about Korean BL series. I think there still hasn't been a lot of good ones like I have expected. I never get tired of watching Semantic Error. I have rewatched it this year before making this video and it is still as good and enjoyable as it was back in 2022. This is the first KBL series I've watched that most people can agree on how good it is, and it's easy to understand the reason why. The chemistry between the pair was incredible, and it was impossible not to love them. When I first watched the series, I did not have high expectations, but after watching it, it surprisingly exceeded my expectations. The storyline was really interesting to me, and I think the great choice of actors is what made it way more interesting. The only downside is the limited number of episodes. I would have liked more episodes and longer run time. It felt too short just because of how enjoyable it was. Overall, I believe this is one of the greatest BL series from Korea ever and will be for a long time. If you still haven't watched it already, the series can be watched on Viki. Number 1. The Eighth Sense. Even though the episodes of this series were fairly long, they still felt so short because of how good it was. I could not get enough. The acting was top-notch, and the cinematography was so impressive that you can clearly see the dedication and effort that everyone involved in this series put into making it truly amazing. The Eighth Sense stands out as one of the best Korean BL dramas I've had the pleasure of watching. The story was really unique, and the high quality of production truly made it shine. Given the standard we've come to expect from Korean BL series, it's probably going to take some time before another show surpasses the brilliance displayed in The Eighth Sense. Overall, this series was nothing short of exceptional, and I can never get tired of rewatching it. It had some of the greatest actors I've seen in a KBL, and I don't think there's any KBL series at this point that has done better than it has in every aspect. I don't think any other series is deserving of being number 1 on this list, other than The Eighth Sense. The Eighth Sense can be watched on Viki.